I am the Dominator. I am the Destroyer. I am Megatron.
Yeah, more like you have some serious anger issues. What's up guys, BC coming back at you guys yet another Transformers video review, and today we are going to be taking a look at my very first TLK review, Transformers The Last Knight Voyager class Megatron. And it was just safe to say that when I started seeing the reviews, I decided to prioritize this over the leader, and I'm very glad I did. Here he is in his very Cybertronian looking jet mode, but I'm kind of going to agree with PR just right out the bat right now. I kind of wish this was the design we got in the first movie. This feels so much like Megatron. Just, there's so much about it that just makes you go Megatron about this. Now, if we come in close here, we can see that there is a bunch of sculpted detail on here. Like, quite a bit of it. The leader had an opening cockpit, which I don't see the point. And just all around, you can just see, like, yeah, granted, it's a jet. So most of the robot is underneath here, but it's generally pretty decently clean for a jet. So yeah, whoops. The eyesore being the sword, which I love this sword. This thing looks amazing. And there he is. Now, at the end of this, I'm going to be showing him off with Voyager Prime, just so you can kind of get a general idea on how this looks next to a Prime of this scale. So yeah, with that said, there really isn't much else for me to go over with the jet mode. I guess I could go over the size of it. So with that being said, here he is with, featured in my, floor polish video. Here's Nautica in her vehicle mode. So yeah, there you go. That's a vehicle size comparison. Yeah, I'm stalling at this point. I only have like 4 figures from this movie line, so there's really not much for me to cover this time around. So with that said, guys, let's get on to the main event, what you came here to see, the transformation into robot mode. He's got a wicked cool transformation. So basically where we're going to start is we're going to come back here. I'm going to untab this piece from the wings. And then we are going to slide it off of this peg and just kind of leave it alone for the time being. Well, then again, I guess you could bring these down like this. Bring the legs out like this. Come to the underside. Untab the front skirts from the forearms, open up these chest panels, and then bring the arms out like this. And when you're transforming them back, this little tab goes into this little slot. I had to learn that the hard way. So with that said, once you have them essentially like this, you're going to take this whole assembly and you're going to swing it up here, which in turn allows you to bring the legs down. These will rotate around like this, and these are on very, very tight detents, so they're stiff, that they won't go anywhere. Anyways, once you get that done, you're going to rotate the legs, untab the feet from the actual wing itself, or detach the foot from the actual wing itself. Bring the rest of the leg down and straighten out his foot, and then just wrap the wing around his leg. And there's a tab that this will just tab right onto, and there is the leg transformation. Once again, come on over here. Do the same thing twice. That tabs in here. Bring the front skirts down. Stand him up. And bring this camera up like this so that we can get a closer look at what's going down up here. So we're going to bring these chest panels in and tab them in right here. There was a nice solid click there, which I like. Flip out his hands. And the arm cannon is optional. You can leave it there, but since this is Megatron, you're going to want to fold it out, which just flips up and then the front flips down like that, as you clearly saw. Now, really cool is you would naturally think that this would just kind of hang down off his back like this. It actually is on a double hinge system, so that it folds completely onto his back. And there's a, well, before I get into that, turn his head around, and there we have Transformers: The Last Night Voyager Megatron in his robot mode. And is it safe to say that this looks categorically superior to his leader figure? I mean, come on. This, like, the leader class figure, I will admit, it has better gimmicks. But this, literally, like, other than, like, a few blemishes, this literally looks like he walked right off the freaking screen. It looks absolutely outstanding in hand. Like, yeah, I wish he had the leader class figure's face mask gimmick where these could close in. I would have loved to see that. But I'm not picky. Like, I don't care about stuff like that. Well, okay, I don't care about stuff like that much usually. When it, like, if I can sacrifice a gimmick to get a good looking robot, I will. So with that said, there's the Voyager Megs. Take a minute to move him over to the side, and we will bring in Voyager class Optimus Prime. Evasion Optimus Prime. I'm evil, what can I say? So yeah, there you go. There's the two Voyagers standing next to each other. Unfortunately, this Megatron is a little smaller than this Prime. But I'm okay with it, because honestly, the way I see it, this Megatron could kick the crap out of this Optimus any day of the week. But that's just me. Anyways, yeah, there's Evasion Optimus. He's gonna be showing up in Retro Review, I promise. And that's really the only comparison I wanted to do. I'm not gonna do him next to, say, the Voyager Galvatron from Age of Extinction, because that's not. But with what we have here, we have a really nice figure. Now, he can hold his sword, which looks pretty much every form of badass in his hands. Or you can pull the sword out, and with that same tab that tabbed in on his jet mode, with that slot that I pointed out, you can tab this onto his back and have it stored. Yeah, you can see it right down there, but who cares? Fact is, this is a wonderful looking figure. It's an absolutely wonderful looking figure. Articulation wise, I want to say it's okay, the actual head itself is on a ball joint. Yeah, the actual head itself is on a ball joint, and the ball stem itself is on a hinge joint that allows the head to move back and forth. So he's kind of got a bit of a dance move motion right there. So it's a really good neck joint. Shoulders, 360, and there are these panels that flip out for when you use his outward shoulder movement. And I actually like how that actually generally works. For the most part, at least. I don't know. He's got a bicep swivel. A really good elbow joint. Due to the way he transforms, he unfortunately does not have a waist joint. It kinda sucks, but at the same time, for the fact that we got such a solid transformation, I'm willing to live without it. The hip skirts move out of the way so that you can gain access to his hips, which go forward and back with ease, in and out with ease. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got a really good knee bend. And as you saw, due to transformation, he has an ankle tilt. So yeah. What's BC's general thoughts on Transformers The Last Knight Megatron? I love this figure. He's outstanding in person. I cannot believe that even for as long as the figures have been revealed that I was going to pass this up for the leader class. I'm so glad I changed my mind. Just, once again, categorically superior. Categorically superior. So, with that said, guys, I think I've taken up enough of your time. This is BC saying stay nerdy and get your geek on. I will catch you guys next time. Bye.